Okay, we are now live. Make sure our sound's coming through before I start talking. You guys want to say something real quick? I can cut this out of the recording.
Sure.
All right, I see us.
Yeah, sure.
Our audio levels look okay. All right, and we're in about episode 33 before I announce that, right? Yeah.
Yep.
That's the time, right?
All right, well, let's do it. Clear the voice. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 33 of the Link Cable Gaming Podcast. We have a very special edition because it's Valentine's Day for all of those who celebrate, which I think it's a worldwide holiday. So, I mean, the Canadians here look like they knew about it. They're wearing red. Half of the Americans here knew about it, so we'll go with it. We have a lot
regional holiday.
Yeah, we'll take that. We have a special guest here joining us. His name is Mike, and Mike is from his YouTube channel called Mike's Nerd Cave. I think that's the actual title of it. Is that correct?
Yep. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I do like some tech, well, mostly tech content over there right now. I'm going to be adding in a little bit more gaming content with some long form video, like podcast style reviews. Going to try to do one a month coming up here soon. And yeah, that's it. If you like tech and you like gaming, come on over and check it out.
Yeah, and we're going to be doing our second video in the interview series of interview people in gaming, tech, YouTube, Twitch, streaming, et cetera, industry. So you guys can look forward to that coming out this week to have a little more in-depth as we sit down with Mike and get personal with him. But before we go too much further than anything else, I think we should discuss some of the exciting gaming news we've all been partaking in over the last week. Zahi, I know you've got some exciting things to share. You know, and at the same time, I'm gonna have you go first, and then I'm gonna switch your name because I have you named Alex, and I have Alex named Zahi that I just noticed. So why you go ahead and tell us about your week?
Zahi, how's it going?
I'm gonna fix your guys' name.
We're both very handsome. I got it.
Look at these beards. It's incredible.
I mean, it's hard to tell the difference, but yeah, Zahi, tell us about your week. What did you do? Tell us what exciting things you've done since we've talked to you last.
The exciting thing, what I've done this week is buy this baby.
Whoa! You bought a controller.
I bought a controller. I just want to hold it.
He just got a controller.
No,
he's not using it.
I just want to get the controller. I'm not doing anything with it. Can I play the PS5 controller in a PS4? I should be able to, right?
I don't know.
Wait, which way is it? There's a way. I think you can do.
You can do the PS4
Does it have to be wired
on the PS5?
You can do the PS4 controller to the PS5
on PS4 games. I think that's
only on PS4 games, and yeah, it doesn't work the opposite direction. It's really dumb because there's a lot of PS4 games you can play on the PS5, but if you play the PS5 upgraded version, even if it doesn't have any of the PS5 controller features, they won't let you use the PS4 controller. And it makes no sense.
Really? I'm learning about that too. So yes,
totally opposite of
Microsoft. I'll hop back into that. I bought the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition this week. Actually, and it was and I traded in my 2014 like 500 gigabyte falling apart with like tape and popsicle sticks PS4.
What did you do to it?
For a while?
I know what.
Oh man, I've had it.
What did you do with this thing?
I've had it since launch in 2014. Yeah, it was that thing was taken
with it or something?
Care of. I did. I used to be a flight attendant, and I would take my PS4.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I take really good care of my stuff, but like it's been 7 years since I had that baby, and I was like, you know what? I think it's a good time, so I traded it in, got the PS4, and I also got this. It was a bundle, but I chose to go with this one. It was only $50 extra, but I still only paid $450 for the whole deal because of that trade-in, and I get a headset, a skin for the controller. Controller thumb grips, and a USB-C cable for $50. It's actually a really good deal, and it's a average headset. You know, it's not like anything crazy. But because I blew all the money on the actual PS5, until I get like the PS5 products like the webcam and another controller, I figured that would be a good idea. But yeah, oh my god, I've been playing. I just bought Demon Souls.
It's a good one.
Oh god. Oh my god, Earth Strain is insane. I don't even know how to describe this game.
That's a game I want to try, but I don't want to own it because I know I'll hate it. I just want to
You'll
play
never-
it for a few
Do
minutes.
you still rent games? I'd like to rent this one.
Yeah, GameFly. That's like it.
Actually, Kevin, if out of all of the FromSoft games, it's the easiest. But that's
You really are
that's-
underestimating how bad I am at games, though.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's definitely though still difficult. It's like comparing a bunch of meat grinders and saying, yeah, that one's not a good meat grinder, but if you go through it, you'll still be grinded.
It's a
You know what I
very
mean?
interesting analogy.
Yeah, yeah.
It is not.
I just get it.
I didn't. I was really scared when I tried it out, I'll have to say, and I would say it wasn't as scary as you might think, like when it comes to how the difficulty.
Yeah. I mean, okay,
Yeah.
so I know Zahi's a big fan of that, and pretty much everybody on our channel here for everything we do is a big fan of it, but me, I'm just not skilled enough to do these games, and I've tried.
Oh no, I totally get it.
So many of them.
I
own almost. I have Dark Souls.
Garbage.
Yeah, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I have barely gotten past the first 2 levels in any of them. Bloodborne is the one I want to like more because it's fun, but I can't do it. Sekiro, to me, is a pile of flaming crap because I don't get that one at all. Neo is the only one that I kind of
Sekiro.
appreciate. Otherwise, I just can't do that kind of game. I want to.
Oh, it's all good.
I just feel like the little kid who just is hanging out with all of his older cousins and they can all drive, but I can't drive yet, and I just feel like a little loser because I'm not cool enough to talk about it. Yeah, that's how I feel. Anyway, Zahi, go on. PS5.
But no. So I got the digital edition mainly because the digital edition at a price point is a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And before I go in and buy the full disc version, I wanted to kind of get that as a starter. And if in like 2 years I need to upgrade and trade, I'll just trade it in, right?
Right.
But
you traded in all your PS4 games with that as well, right?
No, I did not actually. Because I traded the majority of my PS4 games and Xbox 360 games when I bought the Series X. So this time all around, I only had a console to trade in. I know.
Trading in games, I can't do it.
Yeah.
It makes me sad.
Sold a pile to me.
I have a very distinct preference for digital and wireless and no physical disc-based media. I want to have like an extremely streamlined, completely the opposite of Alex's wall, but I also love it very much. Like I love having like a shelf for that, but I want my own kind of like shindig for that, like the space wise, you know?
Like, once a week though, I literally go in my basement, go in front of my shelf and like take games out and go, I remember playing you, and I put it back, and then I pick another one and go, I still have never played you. I've had you for 10 years. Why do I keep doing this to myself?
That's the thing. I just like Alex has a lot of like niche game related items, you know, and I like that, but I just mean, I think to like casually enjoy and play, like I'd collect things the way Alex does, but I think just for like having games, I just don't. Since the 360, I've never really. Alex,
On topic.
You are my hero, buddy. I want that.
Stop show and tell.
I really enjoy the digital version. And I tested out. I'm just gonna go over them really quickly. I tested out The Last of Us 2.
Mm-hmm.
It was still the PS4 version, so it wasn't digitally enhanced yet. I tested out Control. It's the definitive edition, or the ultimate edition is the PS Plus game of the month.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have it, you get access to the PS5 version for free. And I played it on the Series X, and I found that the general glow or atmosphere felt nicer on the PS5, but the wasn't as shiny, but it felt a little bit more immersive. No, that's kind of weird. The Series X version kind of felt a little bit like more playable in a sense of like I can see better, but the PS5 version felt more ambient, and if that's a way to describe it. It was a bit more atmospheric. And the touch controller on that PS5, man, it's insane. I was playing Destiny on it, and I compared the 2 reload animations of my favorite gun, or one of my favorite guns, Thorn. And with the Series X controller, the whole controller rumbles, but not in a particular direction as to where the reload is happening. Mm-hmm. With the PS5, the gun reloads like this. You pull it to the right, and then to the left, the thing comes out, and then you stick a thing in it again and pop it back. On the PS4 controller, you feel each and every vibration of the reload,
fancy rumble,
directional, the rumble, and the cartridge coming out, going in, and coming back together. It's a beautiful feeling. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. I could rant a bit more, but I'll let my colleagues have some fun.
Nice. Yeah, I think that the digital stuff is like the future, but I'm not ready to just give it all that yet. I'm a little bit. I think maybe next time around I might be ready for the all digital future, but it's just a little too soon for me. I'm gonna hold on to physical for just a little bit longer to make me happy.
I know that's the discussion right now. Like my Series X is the disc version, so I'm like, I'll get this one with the disc, that one without a disc. I kind of want to just feel it out.
That's fair.
The PS5 storage is, God, it's only like 650 gigs.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do with you?
You install like 3 games at a time and play them all the way through and uninstall them.
Oh my!
I hope you got good internet.
Like I'm lost. I'm like, what do I do with 650 gigs? How is 90 gigs of this like software storage?
So much fun.
I was angry. And there's no port for an SSD, so I'm like, we need new firmware, people. Yeah.
Wow. Sound a little salty over there about this digital part of that.
Few things.
I'm glad you're able to find a PS5 finally, because I know you were pretty excited to try to get one. But so welcome to the club there. Alex, you want to go second and then talk about your week in gaming this week?
Sure. So the game I want to highlight is more of like a game. I haven't played it yet, so I just want to get that out of the way.
This is a preview.
It's a preview. But it is a game that I've been waiting for a while. And Kevin, it's all thanks to you, man.
Is that sarcasm or is that real thinking?
So for the last few weeks on our show, and even in our group chats and whatever, Kevin has absolutely sold me on VR. He went and said, you know what, this is the future of gaming. If you're not playing in VR, you're a scrub. Like, this is the only way to play. I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to be a scrub. That's like, I gotta get on Kevin's level. So, Kevin, this is for you.
Wasn't exactly what I had in mind for you to get, but I guess that kind of counts.
I got a VR headset. I am in the future now.
You're close.
I haven't built it yet. It's sealed.
He sends me, for those of you listening to audio, he's holding up the Nintendo Labo VR for his Nintendo Switch. And he told me all week he's getting VR and he doesn't say anything. And I keep messaging in our group chat going, what do you got? What do you got? And he sends a picture of that. And I'm like, oh no, that's not what I was talking about. But he is right. He got VR.
I got VR. I'm going to be able to play Breath of the Wild in VR. I'm going to play Mario Odyssey in VR. I got it. So this was my gaming highlight of the week when this showed up, because I was like, Kevin is going to be so pissed off when I show him.
You're going to break your Switch. You're going to fall down, and then there goes your Switch.
I'm actually really jealous of this.
Run around looking at your turds in Breath of the Wild or whatever you collect over there.
I already got them all.
I know.
But anyway, this is I've always like you guys know, and I think you kind of said it. Like, I like the weird gaming stuff. Like, I buy stuff just because I'm like, that's silly. I like this, and I don't think there's anything sillier on the face of the earth right now than something you put your whole console into some goggles and you just look around. So
wait, are you for real?
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
Oh my god!
He doesn't even know what it is.
You put your Switch in this cardboard thing that you build. It comes with
it's a pretty premium cardboard, I hear, like pizza box cardboard. So you paid for some really high-end cardboard to put your Switch into.
You're putting the whole Switch in that thing?
He can leave the dock out.
You can leave the dock.
At least there's that.
This is my gaming highlight of the week.
Can you please?
I am a VR gamer.
Take videos of yourself or pictures while you have this thing on.
I can try.
We need to get a TikTok going for this channel, and we're gonna be famous. man falls down in apartment while wearing his Switch.
You need to live stream it, but instead of like the small window being you and the screen being the game you're playing, reverse it. So you're getting a full screen of you playing the game, jumping around your room, and the small screen is just Link like running around smacking.
Yeah, because the resolution it's probably running at is like 120 by 120.
Yeah, it would still be blurry. So it's
still be blurry. It's so funny when you put it in there and it tries to put two eyes, it turns it into a Super Nintendo game because it can't handle 3D.
Yeah.
So
no,
bad
it
resolution.
runs. It's two like 480p streams.
Yeah.
No, it's less because it's 360 because it's 720p cut in half.
I'm going to be so sick to my stomach, and I can't wait. This sounds like the funnest thing I own right now.
Even the advertising on the box looks
I would
ridiculous.
watch that.
It looks like the guy's got like I don't even know who the market is. Like a child can't do this because they're going to break the hardware. An adult shouldn't do this because it's embarrassing.
Ooh.
You're seeing
Alex.
Oh my gosh.
The target market.
I'm seeing it.
This guy.
This guy is the target market.
Well, you know what, anyway, buddy? I'm happy for you. I'm glad you finally stepped into VR and listened to me.
I actually am.
Yeah, it's about time.
I'm gonna be honest.
What's the game you want to play VR most in? I know, right? I actually am.
Oh wait, I was gonna say I'm gonna be honest, a little jealous because that is something. I just want to try to say I tried.
I mean, I think a lot of the. If I was gonna get the car, what is it called? What's the name of it? Labo. I was gonna say Varbo, but that's the renting a house thing. The Labo stuff I think is cool. I don't think VR is the top one on my list. I've always wanted to get the one that's like a piano because that one looks kind of cool. Because I could definitely play around with that one.
I have that one.
Where you put the Switch in like the backpack.
Oh yeah, that one's cool
too.
You're
a giant robot and it like tracks your whole body movement.
It's pretty neat.
That looks kind of cool too.
I have those. I have both of those. Like those I got when they were new, so like I was like I don't want to say like it was the craze because I don't think there ever was one, but it was like
a craze.
The piano one is really the piano one is really cool because it's so smart. Like you are actually like you can make music with this thing. It's really cool. The robot one, so the console itself doesn't actually go in the back. It's just the Joy-Con.
Oh, okay.
And it uses like you're basically building like a pulley system so that when you pull on your Joy-Con on the cables that you've attached to it, it pulls these pulleys that you've built in your backpack. That building that thing took like 8 hours just building it. It was a really intense project. And then you play the game and the game is not that great. And you're like, okay.
So building it is like
half the fun.
Like the story, and then the game is the final boss that is so disappointing because you over leveled throughout the story.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty good.
It kind of reminds me.
That was really good.
It kind of reminds me of building like a really. It reminds me of building a really big Lego set where like the fun of it is actually like putting it together, and then you're done. You're like, what the frick do I do with this thing?
Yeah.
That's Labo. It's just anyway. I'm a VR gamer. No one can make fun of me anymore.
Now you're officially in VR.
Yeah, he made it. He got there.
One of us.
I really want to watch you play, Alex. Like a really
I could try. I could try to figure out a way to like live stream that. It'll be like, I don't know. I'd have to do some weird set. Because this like the Switch is going to be in the headset, so like how can I get video from the Switch out is like
that's what I'm curious about.
Problem one, how do you do that? Because the Switch is not in its dock, it doesn't have an HDMI out. So.
Yeah, well,
anyway.
I'm glad you got that. Anything else gaming wise going on in your week?
I mean, I've streamed everything I've done. So Kingdoms of Amalur, I fought some spiders. Xenoblade, I fought some spiders. I was just fighting spiders all week in various video games. So, but it's all on stream. So if you guys want to check those out, they're really fun. So
cool.
I do.
All right. Well, I'll go next because I have probably the least exciting one this week. We'll start fresh with VR. So I've been using a different VR headset that is not made of cardboard. The same thing I talk about every week about my Oculus Quest 2 and why it is so wonderful and how everyone should go and get one. I think I've probably made Facebook some good money over the last month of me having this because I've got my mom to buy one, my sister and brother-in-law to buy one. one of my closest friends to buy one, and I wrote an article that just came up on the website, I think yesterday, telling why everyone should go buy one.
I did.
So you guys, another great experience I had with this thing. And a lot of these come from hanging out with my mom online because she's not a gamer and she doesn't live with me, so I don't get to see her very often. But she loves VR. Like, she texts me every morning about the daily deal. We go through this whole like thing every day. Do I buy it? She asks me if it's a good game.
Mike, she bought a VR.
Yeah, but she doesn't know what any of these games are.
His mom legit bought the Oculus too.
She has to text me and be like, "Is this a game I should buy, Kevin? I don't know." And then I'm like, "I've never heard of this, Mom. I have to Google it." Well, hurry up and get that. I'm like, "Mom, I'm working. I have to do this." So this week we both picked up Katan Vr, which is a game that we frequent as a family in person. And my mom was all about this. And man, I got to tell you, it is really cool. The game it's the game of Catan, and it's in 3D and VR. So you're in your chair and you have like a little like a floating menu, which is like your hand, and it shows you like all the cards you have. And let's say you want to, when you draw, like the board is like a big 3D thing, and like all the different tiles have a different like 3D object. Like some have birds flying over it, some have like sheep walking around, or like rocks that are big 3D things. So it is a really cool, unique thing. And we played through that with a bot, just my mom and I and the bot, and had a good time. But there's online play. You can talk to people through, because it's got a microphone built in, like I've probably mentioned 100 times. That's been a crazy cool experience. Outside of the VR stuff, because I know I kind of talk about it every single week and write articles about it. I did start
I've been
playing...
loving editing those, by the way. Everything...
I've been
all the articles, people. I love VR. VR is so amazing. You should get a VR. Okay, Alex. I get it.
I'm trying to like, the only downside about it is I wrote in that article, I was like, I'm going to review this. Like, my battery doesn't last that long, so I'm trying to beat these games and the battery dies and I have to sit and wait for it to charge. So it's taking me a lot longer to get through the single player stuff. Because like in a multiplayer session, you kind of play for an hour and a half and you're good. But like the single player stuff, some of the games are like 6, 7, 8 hours, and the battery lasts about 2 hours ish, depending on how graphically intensive it is. So that's a little bit of a pain in the butt, but it could be worse.
Kevin?
Yes.
Could I ask quickly, seeing as how you managed to play Settlers of Catan on VR, could you look something up for me in that library?
Yes, what's that?
Could you look to find if there is Dungeons and Dragons in VR?
There is not an official app or anything for it yet, but it's getting there.
I mean, like the tabletop.
There's still so there's people keep. There's that what's that Steam game that is always on sale? The come on guys, what is this called? It's like you can play like anything in it. It's modded.
Dreams.
No.
It's literally, I think, tabletop games.
Yes, I think that's what it's called.
It's called tabletop games.
Yeah. So I saw people on forums talking about that game maybe coming to VR and having some capacity of being able to do VR stuff in it. I don't know if it's gonna be full moddable or whatever. But just this past week, which is really, really, really important for this whole Facebook, like Oculus, like the world, they're allowing like there's a way to get around it. First off, that if you want to put in apps that are not on the App Store, you can install them yourself by having a developer account, which I do. Well, this newest update adds a like different type of app shop that you can kind of get other apps that are not like approved for the App Store. So a lot more, basically saying is people that are making stuff that's not like super, super good and made for money and they want to just throw good stuff on there, you're getting a better chance to do that. So you're going to be able to get into the world of like modding and stuff like that. So that just happened, and it's still pretty fresh, and I haven't even played with it yet. So I will report back on that and give you some actual good info about it. Anyways, outside of VR stuff, because I don't want to be just the VR guy, I started playing...
more.
I started playing through...
no, now you're the VR guy for the channel.
No, I don't want to be that guy, because I got other things, damn it. I got other things. And they're not even that exciting. They're old games, too, so maybe I am the VR guy. I'm playing Persona 5, finally. I'm going to say that. I started this.
Hey,
I finally got past like the opening sequence like I've been stuck on for the last probably 4 years now. And I'm very much enjoying it. And I found out even more that I have the... where's the box? What is this thing called? Oh, I just dropped my headset. I'm really good at this, guys.
What?
I have the Razer Kishi, like this like weird adapter thing that I've had for a while now.
Oh, I've seen that.
And holy hell,
I think
this
you
thing.
showed that actually.
Yeah, I think I showed it when I bought it, and then I never used it. Well, I finally found the thing I need this for, and it's playing Persona 5 in bed on my phone. And not with the native Sony PlayStation 4 app that you would use to try to stream it, because that thing is garbage.
No,
it
is super garbage.
There is another app that somebody else made that is on the Android store for like $5, and it works flawless. So I was able to play Persona 5 in bed for like an hour and a half before I went to sleep the other night, and I totally forgot I was playing on my phone. So
Slice.
That was
you let me know what that app is?
It's called PS Play. I think it's just called PSP. Hang on, it's on my phone. I can tell you right here, so everyone can listen and be happy. Yep, PS Play, all one word, and it works great. I also was able to play on my NVIDIA Shield, which I have in my living room. I was able to stream my PS4 from my office to my living room. It was mostly for fun because I have another PS4 out there anyways, which I didn't even think about until halfway through playing an hour into the game. But yeah, it's pretty neat. So there was one other game I was just about to talk about that I had. Oh, our next game for the Game of the Month Club that we started. Last week we posted the Inside game. And this month and I'm only going to mention probably 2 more times before it comes out, but we're playing through Hat in Time. So we're all playing like... Every month, we're kind of, whoever participates in this game club thing, so it can be anybody if you guys want to join. We're just kind of going around the room. Every time we beat a game, the next person picks it. And I kind of like that because we're all picking stuff that we don't really like. Like, we played Inside last month, and that is not a game I would really probably pick up and play just on my own, especially because it's old. It doesn't look that exciting to me, but I actually thought it was an okay-ish game. Hat in Time was my pick because it's a game that I bought a long time ago that I was like, oh, I'll play this, and then never did. And then next month is a little sneak peek. We might be playing, Steve is picking for March. He thinks we're going to play Axiom Verge, which most of us have not played, so that might be it.
It is one of my favorite games. Honestly, you guys are picking like bangers. A Hat in Time is great. I love A Hat in Time.
I've been having a lot of fun with Hat in
Axiom
Time.
Verge is one of... Oh, I gotta show this off. It's more show and tell, sorry. So I pre-ordered this. So this is Axiom Verge, the Multiverse Edition. And I made sure to get this, and I'm going to open it up, and you're going to see why I made sure to get this version.
I don't know anything about this game. I literally only heard about it like a couple months ago.
It's the Wii U version of Axiom Verge.
Got that.
That's
Alex,
gonna
what
be
is this?
That's gonna be worth something just because it's the Wii U version.
Yeah, Alex is king about buying the weird version.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Already is. This was one of the. This is limited run games that put this out, and so
they must have.
I could tell if you don't mind me telling a quick story.
No, go
about
for
Axiom
it. Go
Verge
for it.
On the Wii U. So Axiom Verge got a bunch of physical editions on like every other system it was out. Like in this multiverse edition. The Wii U version kept being pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And the story was a lot. There was like some legal wrangling with who was supposed to publish it because they had raised money for a charity and then they didn't give it to the charity. So the Thomas Happ, the one-man development team who made this game, said, "Well, screw you. I'm not." Said, "Screw you. I'm not publishing it." And then Limited Run Games jumped in and kind of saved it. And so this came out years after it came out on every other system. And this, like, I think this is like 2018 or 2019. Like, this Wii U version is way after the Wii U's time. So this is, it doesn't say it on the box anywhere, like what the copyright is.
What did it originally come out for?
Yes, Vita.
Really?
Yes, Vita.
It's on everything now. But yeah, it came out, it was a Vita game. So let's see if it says it on the back
Is
here.
this game difficult? I'm going to start with that.
What is this game? I've actually never heard of Axiom Verge.
It's a Metroidvania. It's not very difficult.
Okay.
It's not easy. It's not like a cakewalk, but it's not like a baby.
So Alex, I assume you've played through it. Zahi, you have, I'm assuming, not played it.
I love it. Love it.
And then Mike, what about you? Have you played it or heard of it?
I've heard of it. Have not played it.
Okay.
Sequel is
kind
supposed
of
to
like
come out
Hollow
this year.
Knight?
No, way more like Super Metroid.
Okay.
Well, that sounds better for me because I like that better than Hollow Knight. I hate Hollow Knight. I know you're
Wow.
Wow.
Hot takes.
Because I keep getting lost in that damn game.
See,
okay.
that's where you start with hot
Okay.
take.
Okay.
Hollow Knight.
Here I'm gonna break something very, very simple down in Hollow Knight, and it's a level design choice that I am, as much as I hate sometimes, I'm absolutely a huge fan. Hollow Knight does not give you a lot of benches and a lot of fast travel areas.
Yeah,
because
that's
it's a
my
game
problem.
that kind of wants you to like familiarize yourself with the landscape. You know what? I was sitting down like this week and I was like, where do I need to go? I'm like, okay, this place is so far away from the most recent like bench or fast travel point.
That's exactly my problem. I never know where to go. I just end up wandering around for an hour. I'm like, I wasted an hour of a time I could be gaming in a game I'm really liking, and instead I'm wandering around in a world that I've been to 100 times. I have a bad short-term memory.
About that.
I'll literally walk to one area that I can't cross yet, leave it, come back a half hour later going, what the hell? I still can't cross this. Why did I walk back here again? I still don't have double jump or something.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You need to put like markers on the map so that you know where things are.
That's above my knowledge level. I'm too dumb for that.
Like on the map, I have like the blue ones are places I can't traverse yet. The gray ones are bosses, and like you just got a map. It gives you a better awareness of the world you're in. It's as if you're actually the little knight and you're kind of going through this kingdom, because you gotta
no. You're not selling it.
Traverse your way. It's a beautiful concept. I know it's hard though. I didn't like Hollow Knight at first because I couldn't figure out where the hell anything was. I think after you play it for a bit, it kind of just
gets boring. Yeah.
Fits.
Oh,
fits.
Anyways,
Kevin and I have very diverse views on many things.
Many games.
I like it. Many games. This is normal.
I like everything about the game. I just don't have fun playing it when I'm stuck. When I'm not stuck, I do enjoy it. I'm like, this is good. But as soon as I get stuck, I just get like impatient and just get like angry. And I'm like, I don't have patience for this. I need to go do something else. And I just stop playing. And then I don't get anywhere. And then 3 weeks later, I'm like, well, do I really want to waste my time trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go again? Even when I'm looking online at a walkthrough, I can't figure it out. So I don't know. I'm probably just dumb, and I'm willing to admit that, but it ain't fun for me.
I don't think so. I do not think so. I think those are kind of games you kind of just have to like mellow an evening into, you know? Or like mellow an afternoon.
Mellow is not the word that would describe my attitude while playing that game. It's frustrated and angry and about to uninstall.
Oh, man.
Anyways, that was my week in gaming. Mike, we've saved the best for last as our newest little guest host here. Tell us about your week in gaming, or most of your gaming, since you've never been here before.
I have a little bit of a list for the week.
Perfect.
I started last weekend, Blue Fire. I don't know if any of you guys have gotten to try it. We were just talking about Hollow Knight, though, and it is essentially 3D Hollow Knight. That's it. Like, that is the game. And it is just a little indie game. It launched on Steam and Switch. It's supposed to come to Xbox and PS4 or 5 down the road.
Is this a Game Pass game that's coming to that? Is that something?
When it comes out, I could see it being a Game Pass game for sure.
I think
it's only on Steam and Switch so far. I picked it up on the Switch. I will say you can definitely feel the frame rate a little bit.
Okay.
But that, like, it's not bad. Like, I play fine on the Switch. It's probably somewhere between 30 and 60 on average frames, just because it's the Switch. And but so far, it's a really fun game. It's super fast-paced platforming with some fun combat mechanics. And yeah, it's similar to Hollow Knight, where you're gonna gain, like, you're gonna get double jump, or you can like dash through the air like you're a little ninja or knight or whatever, and you get more dashes as you progress in the game and you level up and your skill tree builds and stuff. But it's starts simple, has super advanced mechanics by the time you get to the end.
Yeah, that's great.
And then
that's a good learning curve.
Later on in the week, I actually, and this was for my channel because I'm going to start a new kind of game review series, kind of like you guys are doing Game of the Month. That's something I'm going to start as well. And for me, because of all the Pokemon hype and news that's happening right now, the only generation I never played was Gen 4. Because that was like senior year in high school for me. I didn't ever have a Nintendo DS back then.
Yeah, same.
So I didn't play any of the DS games. That was Gen 4.
Same here, man.
Everyone gets super hyped about Gen 4. everyone talks up Platinum so much. So I picked up Platinum, and I just have my 2DS here. And
you got one of those? Those are so cool.
I like these because I have big hands. And if you have big hands, this is the most comfortable way to play a DS.
That's
in
nice.
my opinion.
Alex,
100% agree. I love the 2DS.
Yeah,
Alex
I've always
wanted
wanted
like
one.
you so much right now.
I'm so jealous of that. I think those are so cool. Because they're super unique. It's kind of like how Alex is, how he likes the unique thing.
It's like a little doorstop.
Yeah, it is.
But so I've been playing that every night when I go to bed, and then like taking notes on it during the day and stuff, so I can write up a good review. But so far, I can say right off the bat I like it a lot more than Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Hot take. I don't even know if that's that hot of a take. I think it's just like the average take. And then to finish off today, Valentine's Day, so I played games with my girlfriend most of the day, and that was Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. And again, great time so far. Bowser's Fury looks really fun. We messed around in that just for a little bit. Yeah, you can turn into like Super Saiyan Cat Mario and get huge, which is hilarious. But 3D World is also a lot of fun. Gameplay is sped up. It's solid. So yeah, that's my week in gaming this week. And then on top of all that, I always play a lot of Rocket League. That's kind of my go-to. Like, I need to just chill for a bit, have some competitive gaming thing. I play a lot of Rocket League. So there's that.
I used to play a lot of Rocket League back in the day. Not so much anymore.
So and then, got to silver rank and retired. I was like, silver, I'm good. I'm not a scrub, but I'm not very good either.
Yeah.
So
and then I had to call out Zahi just because this was in my desk next to me. He said his PS4 was like held together with tape and popsicle sticks. So I just pulled out the oldest thing I had next to me, which is my Game Boy Color. The sticker on the back is still in like, exquisite
I'm
shape.
impressed.
shape.
Like
my Pokemon Silver in there?
Oh yeah. It replaced battery though, so it has good save files on it.
Oh damn, look at you go.
That's good. That's really good.
My friend, I appreciate the conservation of old property like that. I dig that. Big time.
Do that for these three. Gotta do that for these three guys. I got blue and yellow there, and they don't save anymore, and it's kind of sad. But
the batteries.
That's sad.
To replace.
So you have to play it in one shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just take out the one screw, pop them out, and it's the same battery that almost every key fob for a car uses.
Okay.
So if you just you just go to Walmart, and they're like, it's like $6 for a 4-pack of them, and you can just pop them into the cartridge.
Easy.
So. Yeah, it's super easy.
You have to solder those? I think it's Super NES you have to solder, but what about Game Boy? No?
Oh, Game Boy, no.
That's good.
No, they're super easy.
Okay. Oh, that's good to know. I had to send my copy of Mario RPG out to get a new battery soldered in a while ago, and the guy charged me like an arm and a leg, and I was like,
Oof.
Yeah.
Mario RPG is worth replaying. So
actually, speaking of Mario RPG, one of the ones on my list to replay in the future, or play in the future, I haven't played it yet, and do a little like review on the original Mario sports games on the Game Boy, which were an RPG. Mario Tennis and Mario Golf.
Yeah, Mario Tennis is great on the Game Boy.
But on the Game Boy, it was an RPG on the Game Boy.
I don't remember these.
Oh god, of course Alex has it. Yep.
Yeah.
I got that too.
I got one of them.
Oh my god.
That's the one I have too.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in like 20 years.
Oh, yeah, you're right. These are RPGs. These are made by the same people that did the Golden Sun games.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, they're like in-depth RPGs. Like you play tennis for a second, and then you go do like other things.
It's true. Mario Tennis was fun on the Game Boy Color.
It's kind of like Golf Story or Sports Story now. Like it's kind of like that vibe of the game. But yeah, those are really fun games, and so I feel like back then when it was like Mario sports games, everyone was jumping on like the N64 ones because they were big console versions, but like the Game Boy ones are really good. So that's a really fun shout out. Yeah,
cool.
I actually didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mike, I was gonna ask you, aside from that little nugget of knowledge. Are you going to be playing Haven with the girlfriend?
It is on the list to try out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw
Hopefully
the article.
my article swayed you.
I did see the article. It was like the perfect Valentine's Day game. The reason
modern
caught my eye the first time I saw the trailer.
The enticing picture.
Well, the first time I saw I was just gonna say the game itself. The first time I saw the trailer, reminded me a bit of like kind of the Breath of the Wild, like cell shading, that art style, but more of what's the game that just came out on PS4, PS5. You have like the Hawk, and it's super fast paced.
The Falconeer?
Yeah.
No, not the Falconer. Oh crap.
Bird.
I'll find it.
I do know the game you're talking about. I've seen it on the PlayStation 5 store.
Yeah.
There it is.
The Pathless, that's what it looked like to me. And the Pathless is another one that I want to get to, and I've watched some reviews on it, and it just looks amazing. The platforming, the speed of it, and the overall open worldness looks really good. And it's not like an intimidating level of open world. It's like an 8-hour game. So
I like that. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
I made a review which I turned into that game, or that article. But I hadn't realized Alex had already written the review for Haven. And in the article, I actually specifically wrote the cel-shaded graphics, which are similar in nature to Breath of the Wild. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, nice pickup.
Yo.
Nice.
I like Haven a lot. It was...
Alex reviewed it officially.
Okay, cool.
So to back up what you said, you talked about playing video games with your girlfriend. Is she a big gamer?
I wouldn't say a big gamer, but she loves playing games. I would say, I mean, Nintendo Switch, I think across the board, everyone could probably agree. Like that would be
a universal console.
Yeah, the universal console for everybody. And that's what we play games together on.
Does she play Animal Crossing?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what my wife plays. It's still to this day, she's checking her flowers and doing things and doing this. Like she's obsessed with it still.
Alex, what's your time in Animal Crossing, buddy?
Oh, it's not as high as it was on like the 3DS. I kind of dropped off of Animal Crossing. It was I think like 100 hours, and I was like, I'm good now.
That's because, and here we go, hot take, it sucks. There we go. I did that. I
would say
hot.
I won't. I still play it with her, but we did both fall off like 2 or 3 months after it came out. Probably about 2 months after it came out, we fell off pretty hard. And a big part of that was we bought a house in real life, and it was like, we actually have to do all these things in real life. The same thing.
This is a lot less fun in real life.
So then you get done with it doing it, and you're like, I don't want to do that in a video game because that doesn't make sense. So we fell off.
That's hilarious.
Slight side story about that. So another game in VR is the House Flipper game they have in VR. And my mom had come over this weekend because she had some questions for VR stuff, and I was showing her. And I own House Flipper VR, and my mom was playing it, and she's like, why am I doing this? I don't want to clean a fake house. I could go home and clean my own house. She was just like, she just kept saying it as she continued to rub the floors in a VR house, doing it over and over, playing for an hour. I was like, Mom, you keep complaining about it, yet you keep playing this game. I don't get it.
Yeah. My girlfriend does also have that on Steam as well.
It's a fun game. It's so stupidly addictive. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Anyways.
You can get a house in that game that you wish your house was.
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's why I do in The Sims, too. I just like to buy the big, expensive stuff and build what I want, and then I come back to my house that's not that nice.
Start crying into your pillows.
Crying. All right, let's transition over to the news for this week. It wasn't a crazy news story, but I grabbed a couple that I wanted to just like speak about and get some quick opinions on before we get to our fun Valentine's question of the day. The first story is not really a story. It's more of like a rumor / people talking about it that I just want to bring up because it gets me excited. There's been a couple different places I've seen of different articles being written across the internet about Knights of the Old Republic 1 and or 2 remakes / remasters / possible sequels. So there's like a little of everything. The one article I pulled, it talks about saying a potential remake or sequel to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic has been talked about over the last few months. Well, none of these rumors have been outright confirmed yet. Given the vast number of them as Axiom Verge, it's exciting. So This really gets me going because it's one of my favorite games. I always say it's in my top 10, which is a list that probably has 80 games in it. But it's just a game that I'm not a Star Wars guy. I don't really get Star Wars very much, but for some reason that game spoke to me, and man, I loved it. And I played it at least 2 or 3 times. I loved both of them. I don't care. I don't even think I played them the right way, because in the second game, apparently your partner or your companions can get lightsabers and become Jedis, and I didn't do that, so I screwed something up. But I still loved it. So how do you guys feel about this? Would you rather have, I guess I'll open the question. First off, one is, do you guys like this game? Second of all, would you rather have a remake of the game / remaster or a sequel? Oh, Alex, he's got his gun ready already.
Sit close.
Do you have an elf in there getting things for you? Like, where did this come from?
I think if they could do it justice, like the Final Fantasy remake.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, remake.
Okay.
Like that. I think
which Final Fantasy remake for X?
No, the Final Fantasy VII remake that just came out. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
I know it's only
the
part 1. No, it's all good. If they could do it justice like that, where it's a legitimate remake, where it feels like a different game.
So you're not interested in a remaster. You don't want some better resolution, better textures. You want a whole remake of the game. That's what you want.
You don't need a remaster of that game. It's a good game.
It does look pretty good PC still.
I think that's the thing. Is it's already
that's a game that could use a remake.
What I'd rather have them do than remaster it is just release the original on Switch. That's they have it on mobile.
That's what I wish they would do too. I was gonna say that when it was back to me. You took my words, damn it. Because I have it on iPad and it plays okay-ish on there, but it's kind of a pain to have to get the controller out and do all this, and the touchscreen controls suck. A Switch copy of that game
Night of
would
the
be
Old
gold.
Republic on mobile.
You can, it's on Android and iPad.
$5 on Android, yeah. And now you have the Kishi, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Play it on Android, $5.
Yeah, I gotta go pay it again though, because I already own it on Steam and Xbox and iPad. Now I need to have it on Android.
And not PS2.
It's too long of a game to play on a console, man, or on a mobile.
I don't know. I probably would do it. I do love that game.
I can't play those long.
What's that, Mike?
Would you play it on Switch though?
Oh, 100%, yeah. 100%.
Zahi, though.
Oh, sorry.
He was saying it was too long to play on mobile.
Yeah, I can't sit down and dive into a game like Knights of the Old Republic on my phone. It's just or my iPad. It's just mechanically weird for me. I don't know. I feel like I need a TV with sound coming at me for those kind of games.
I guess I meant more if you had the controllers like he.
Yeah. If I had the controllers, maybe. I think I'd play it on an iPad, not mobile though. I think. Yeah, but I don't. The only console I don't have yet is the Switch, which is why I was like, maybe I'd play it on Switch.
Oh, and an Oculus Quest.
But I think PS5,
but it is
not an Xbox Series X.
Yeah,
there's no Switch.
I know. I was supposed to get one this year, but consoles, man, I couldn't help it. If I could play, I think I would play them on the. If I could play them on the PS5 or the Series X, I think I would again.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Alex, what about you? What's your hot take on this?
So my hot take is that these are two amazing games, and you should play them no matter what they come out on.
Exactly.
Has everyone played it?
Really
quick before you get into Alex. Has everyone played it?
Yeah, back on PS2.
I prefer KOTOR 2.
Multiple times.
Okay.
On Xbox. Original Xbox.
Same here.
I would really whether if it's a remaster, that's great. If it's just kind of hey, we cleaned up the original game and got rid of some bugs and the general jankiness.
I've seen so many remasters of that game.
Yeah.
See, I'd be okay with them cleaning it up. What I think Knights of the Old Republic, what is special about thinking about a possible third one or a remake is because it's set, it's a Star Wars game, but it's set in a time period that is so separate from anything else that it could be it could be anything.
That was the appeal. That's the game that opened up the expanded universe in gaming.
And I think that being able to I have a hard time not being excited for a possible Knights of the Old Republic 3 because I'm it could be literally my dream game, and it has that possibility to it, which is both good and bad because then what they actually put out might not be in line with that because you end up in a cyberpunk situation where it's your expectations don't match up with what is even possible for a game these days. Anything with Knights of the Old Republic, I even like the MMO, the Old Republic.
The MMO is okay.
I like that they're just really good at telling stories in the Star Wars universe that have nothing to do with like the Skywalkers or this
anything.
Like these are new stories in Star Wars. There's big stories and there's little stories. It's just kind of feels like a clean slate of Star Wars, which I really appreciate. Because here's my hot take. I don't think it's that much of a hot take. The sequels are awful, and Disney has ruined Star Wars. And I will sit on that. But Knights of the Old Republic is it lets itself be its own thing, and it's like, hey, don't worry about that. This is just a whole, almost like a spin-off of Star Wars in a lot of ways.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah.
If it's a remaster and it's the same old game again, I'll play it again. I'd love that. If it's a brand new like a sequel, KOTOR 3, I would absolutely play that. It will never live up to my expectations though, because they are through the roof. So
fair.
I would rather if it's a game that dates back to the Xbox. I don't think we've had the most graphical updates we can right now to those old games, and we have seen them in like the highest possible frame rate they can even run at and the highest possible graphics they can play, and people have enhanced the absolute crap out of them. The developers aren't going to do anything potentially more than that. So I think for a game with that and with that much prestige, I think you would have to do a remake for it. Look at Demon's Souls. It was only a PS3 era game, and it got a full up top to bottom remake edition. And BioWare has, at least I hope EA does, that kind of cash. Why not? You know, I don't think remasters are from that old are something we can like. It's just gonna look like a really good version of the game.
There's another hot take. BioWare shouldn't make KOTOR 3.
You don't think?
I can't see it.
You don't. BioWare Montreal, or no, BioWare Edmonton maybe.
But what about
BioWare
Obsidian?
Edmonton would be.
What about Obsidian? Now they owned by Microsoft. They made the second one.
Obsidian would rather be.
I would I don't trust BioWare anymore. They have to earn my trust back. After Mass Effect, after Anthem, after the Last Dragon Age, like I don't trust them anymore.
Inquisition was okay.
Hot take again. Hot take.
Everyone gets Inquisition, and
Inquisition was before those. Inquisition was before what? Anthem and Mass Effect Andromeda.
It's a downward slope.
It is, yeah. Inquisition was everything I've like read about it in comparison to the older games. There was disappointment. There was good things.
Not as good as 1, better than 2.
Yeah.
It was like
That's actually a pretty way to put it.
It was right in the middle. It didn't suck that bad, but it wasn't that great.
All right, so
I would really like.
Hold on.
Go on. We got 2 more news stories,
really
guys.
like a new company to make.
Excited. I thought this one would be like the lamest one of them all. Go on.
You have Star Wars fans.
All I want to say is I would like fresh blood to take a look at KOTOR, and leave it at that.
Okay.
I get. Which one was better? Hold on. I just want one. Which one was better?
Was better.
2.
Okay, 2. Ooh.
1.
Or Mike?
1.
It's a tie? Oh shit. Okay.
I would love, last thing to say about this, a TV show on this, following the exact story of what happened. I would love that. But just follow it exactly. Don't change anything. Literally make it, I don't even care. Just air on TV the gameplay. I don't care. I just want other people to see it. It's so good. Anyways, okay. Next story. So this one's hopefully not as long because we're killing time here. And this one's not really that exciting. It's Kingdom Hearts is coming to PC. Yay. And not only is it coming to PC, it's coming to the Epic Games Store. Yay. Is this all stuff we're excited about?
Also, okay.
It's exclusive, right?
Yeah, exclusive to the. I don't know. I'm trying to read here. If it's is it a timed exclusive though? That's the thing I'm not reading here.
I don't think so.
I don't
think so. If it's coming to the Epic Games Store.
Yeah, it says the first 2 titles on the list, compilations, multiple Kingdom Hearts game, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. I hate the titles of this. It's just, they're all so bad. There's just like 8 different remixes that don't make sense. There's some that are birthing,
Kingdom Hearts,
recoding, chained memory. I don't know. There's a bunch of games coming to Epic Games Store, and it's a big deal because it's the first time it's not console exclusive, but it's also not. Well, I guess it's a big deal that it's only Epic, but it's also like a negative bad news because it's like, ugh, not again, another Epic exclusive thing that I don't know.
They could have made way more money if they had it on both platforms.
Was it not playable on Game Pass on PC? Is that?
Nope, it's only on Xbox.
Console, okay.
Yeah.
Because you can play all of
It's
those
also on
Game
Game Pass right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you can play all of them on Game Pass. So
it's available right now.
$15 well, if you haven't done it before, it's $1, and you play all three. So
that's Game Pass continues to be the greatest deal in gaming, and you don't even need to touch stupid Epic Game Stores. Go buy a cheap Xbox One and play them all. That's my advice.
I don't think there is been hype for Kingdom Hearts 3 since probably before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out.
Because it came out and it was a game that had so much hype, and then it came out and it was meh. It was okay. It wasn't like
Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't think it wasn't that it wasn't good. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 delivered like story and plot wise. I think it just came out way too long after.
Well, and I think it was too all over the place. They tried to jam too much into it instead of sticking to the story. They're like, let's go to 5 extra worlds and do nothing.
See,
and then get to the finale.
I disagree with that a little bit because I feel like there wasn't enough worlds in it, and I feel like you spent too much time in some of the worlds. Because I feel like I think in Kingdom Hearts 2, like
the pacing wasn't great.
That's what it is. Maybe it wasn't even the amount of worlds. It just seemed like I was stuck in Toy Story Land forever. And I didn't really care for the world, and I didn't. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I wanted to love the game, and I kept telling myself like I was like trying to force myself to play.
This is Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah, 3. And I didn't like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I remember playing Kingdom Hearts 2. I thought it was the greatest thing. I remember lying to my friends that I was sick and I had things to do at home, so I didn't have to go out and play with them to play Kingdom Hearts 2 because I only rented it for a long weekend. And I was like, I can't hang out with my friends. And it was my neighbors who have a pool. And I could see them outside my window on my second-story house in the pool playing, and they could see me inside my room. And I told them I was sick and I couldn't come play with them because I had to play Kingdom Hearts 2. So... yeah.
I don't think anyone has ever done that before.
Oh,
I think that is a unique story to you.
Brave.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Hey, you know what? I can only rent games for so long. We don't have a salary as a 12-year-old child. You have to do what you can.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so this brings us to our last news story, which is news-ish, but this is going to be kind of we're going to get more news as time goes on and more people start being part of this. But the Borderlands movie is been announced, and they've apparently started with casting and going in through it. And they've had a couple casting things come out the last couple days. One of them, I'm going to put them in the order of my importance. First one I saw was Kevin Hart coming in to play Roland, right? Is it Roland he's playing? Yeah, signed on to play Roland, which is a little interesting. I don't think it's bad. I just didn't see that one in my head. Second... we have Jamie Lee Curtis to play Dr. Tanis, which I think is okay.
That actually kind of works. I
don't know. Stop me if anyone thinks that's like good or bad or something. I just was like, okay, yeah, it's just.
I think that's pretty good.
A woman with short hair playing a woman with short hair. I guess that works.
Yeah.
Another one I didn't even point the article for. Kate Blanchett is going to be playing Lilith, which I think Kate Blanchett seems a little bit old for playing that part. Because Kate Blanchett, isn't she like... Wait, make sure I'm thinking... Yeah, she's 51.
Yeah, like 40. Yeah.
Lilith is like 50s. A younger woman, I feel like. And Kate Blanchett still looks good, but feels a little odd.
How about this? I think it may depend on the timing of the movies. There's no set time, and it could be a different story altogether.
This is true.
So it could be
That's
like
true.
an older Lilith, you know? Like a mature...
Yeah, because... Yeah, I think that could work.
That is possible. The last one I'll throw out there with you guys is Claptrap will be played by Jack Black, which I love because I'm just a huge Jack Black fan.
Absolutely
For
awesome.
years and years and years, I thought he was just always funny. So overall, what do you guys think of this? Is this you guys excited for the movie to begin with? Is that anything?
This was the one personally I knew the news story.
Actually, I wasn't as excited going in.
Yeah. I'm in that boat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think after
I wasn't excited before I heard the rest of the castings.
casting or not, I think these movies just come out and they suck, and I don't know why it is if they get directors that think they're good at this and they don't understand how to. I don't like that Monster Hunter movie came out, and I heard it was just bombastically terrible.
Well, that's the question I was going to ask. So, what
it was
video
a
game
great
movie?
action romp.
Poor Mike keeps trying to talk, and we've all stepped over him. So, Mike, what are you saying?
Sorry about that.
What video game movie has come out that you guys have like genuinely enjoyed?
Detective Pikachu.
Can I say?
Okay,
I love that.
Actually,
movie. The Sonic movie that just came out too, and I really liked that as well. Don't you make that face, Alex? That was great. James Marsden is a god.
I watched the Sonic movie a few weekends ago, and
gotta go fast.
Jim Carrey was the best part of that movie. I love Jim Carrey in that movie,
Oh,
and the rest of it, I was like, "This is grating on me." But I mean, I feel like the kid in class who hasn't done their homework because I've never played a Borderlands game. It's like my confession here. So I feel like I'm like, oh, please don't call on me to talk about this Borderlands casting. I don't know.
How have you never played? How have you gone through? There's so many of them now. How have you never played it at all?
Yeah, Alex has.
It's got a pretty decent
Alex
story in
hasn't.
it, and the game is fun.
How have you never played Axiom Verge?
Because it's a weird, no one heard of game. Borderlands is getting a movie. Where's the Axiom Verge movie, Alex? Boom.
Okay. I haven't played Borderlands 3 yet. But
okay, I haven't finished Borderlands 3, so I'll go with that. Alex, do you own Borderlands?
I haven't finished Borderlands 3.
I own them, no.
Okay, well, there's problem one. You should purchase the first Borderlands on PC and play it. Or, no, get it on Switch. That's the weird thing to do. And you like weird stuff.
Borderlands 2 is much better.
One's pretty good, though, but you can get the pack on the Switch. You'll get the first and second. And
just get the Handsome Collection. It's on sale all the time.
Yeah, exactly. You can skip the pre-sequel.
Yeah, the Handsome Collection is a fantastic game. But like, in terms of the casting, I don't know. Who's playing Roland again?
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. I knew the face. The name was just escaping me. Roland is a super serious military dude who is tall and he's buff as shit.
He's a big dude.
He's a
Kevin
big,
Hart has
tall
jacked.
dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Kevin Hart's a funny dude. Not usually serious, so I don't know how he's gonna change that.
I don't mind the like characters can turn it on and off, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I've seen hilarious characters take extremely serious roles. But Roland is a reserved, dry wit kind of funny. He's very his humor is always so deadpan. It's funny. I don't see Kevin Hart performing at that level. Everyone else I can kind of see. I don't know why they didn't just get the original actor for Claptrap, but I'll take Jack Black. But the rest actually sound solid.
I almost don't care what Jack Black does. I'll take it.
I will too. That's
I'll take it, man. Whatever.
I just love the
Black.
guy.
You be Claptrap. Yeah, go do Claptrap. I would rather Jack Black being fucking Roland.
So to slightly pivot the conversation, but still talk about casting, a little bit more recently. I think this was yesterday, or maybe it was 2 days ago. Maybe it was even more. They started talking about the Last of Us TV series that's coming, and they did some casting for that and some announcements.
Oh God!
And I'm not sure about this, but they've casted for the part of Joel. They're playing Pedro Pascal from
Pascal.
Pascal, is that how you say it?
From Game of Thrones, and he's the man. Yeah, like the colors.
Yep.
From the Mandalorian.
Yep, and then for playing Ellie, they have what's her name? Bella. I just saw her last name. Bella Ramsey is Ellie, and she's from. I know she's in Game of Thrones, but she was in something else. I read.
She's British.
Yeah. So
I actually knew. I thought she was only in Game of Thrones.
She's got a very unique face, which I don't personally think is the face of Ellie when I see it.
Okay.
But I don't think it's a terrible casting. What do you guys think of these?
I'm so into it. Like, holy crap.
Yeah? Alex? Mike?
Am I the only one?
Don't call on me. I have not.
To be honest,
Wait, what did you say just, Alex? Hold on. You didn't play The Last of Us either?
I was going to say,
internet's going out.
I'm going to be without on this one. The Last of Us. Haven't played it.
What?
There you go.
You guys.
I own it. I do own it.
Okay, I'll give you some points for that.
I have a PS5. I have it downloaded. Haven't played it.
Michael,
nice.
Get on that.
It's shrink wrapped.
Yeah, you need. You honestly, dude. TLOU 2 is fantastic.
I literally just.
I want to show you all my shrink wrapped copy. Is how far.
Well, open that baby up. Put that thing in there and start playing. Because I'm telling you, that's a good game. The story is so.
It's a great.
Like I'm playing through the second one right now, and I already feel bad that I'm taking so long
How
to do
is
it. I got into some pivotal points, which I will not discuss on this show. But man, it's really hitting the feels. I'll tell you that.
Oh man, it hits the feels. Thank you.
It's so good. My mom, I played my mom the beginning of The Last of Us, like the first 15-20 minute intro, which is just like mind blowing already. And she's like, "This is so good. Is it a TV show?" I was like, "No, Mom, it's gonna be one though." But she's like, "Well, I want to keep watching." I was like, "But you have to play through the game, and you don't want to do that." So I literally put a hour and 40-minute video of all the cutscenes of the game. My mom watched the entire thing and she loved it. I couldn't believe it. It's
it's an amazing story.
I have watched the full playthrough of the first one, but that was back in 2013.
Well, you know what?
It was good enough to watch.
You should at least remind yourself a little bit of the first one. Don't play it then if you've already kind of got through it. Just jump on the second one because it's damn good.
Yeah.
Yep. Though for the casting, Pedro Pascal is Joel, and Bella Ramsey.
So the first one for Pedro Pascal, if that's how you say his name, he doesn't look trashy enough. Like to me, I picture Joel as like a rednecky, little bit rough dude. Like this guy's a good looking dude. Like he looks like a pretty boy. I don't like that. I kind of think they need someone a little more like I was thinking Bradley Cooper. That's who I picture in my head.
Gruff.
Yeah, like
Bradley Cooper would be a good Joel actually.
I just feel like
remember.
What's that?
You guys remember when the casting was announced for The Witcher?
Yes.
Everyone was like, "Oh, that's the worst possible choice they could have made." And then everyone fell over the guy.
He killed it.
Yeah, he did kill it. It was great. So
I understand.
I'm super into Pedro Pascal as being Joel. He has the I saw him in a really serious movie before his stint on The Mandalorian. It's he was trying to show different films and his different scale, and he was so good. And Bella Ramsey, I mean, her face when she's charging the troll in Game of Thrones, that is definitely one of the faces Ellie makes in the second game, and it is an angry face. It is I am gonna cut you face. So I can really see it.
Oh my gosh. All right, well we're gonna I'm sure get more info on that stuff coming soon. So this is kind of like a preview before they start making more announcements of release dates and stuff. But either way, anybody they cast, I'm still looking forward to seeing it. I think all the above for both movies would be pretty exciting. Okay, so this brings us to Alex, is this your time or is this my time for Valentine's Day part? Okay, Valentine's Day.
He's going last, remember?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I wasn't sure it was last. I got confused. Okay, I'm dumb. So we're gonna talk about our Valentine's Day couples here. Valentine's Day is all about love and happiness and other things like that. And in video gaming, there's a lot of relationships that happen between friends and lovers and animals. I don't know. So I thought it'd be fun to talk about what our favorite pairing or favorite ship of people or whoever in a video game. What's your favorite couple? So who wants to go first and talk about their favorite couple in a video game series?
I'll go first to set the bar low.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Mike,
you can really low.
Really low.
I haven't played a game recently, I don't think, with a relationship between characters. But I played Mario a lot today. And I think what I'm going to ship is Peach and Bowser.
Okay.
Because if Peach really didn't want to run off with Bowser, she wouldn't get caught by him every 5 seconds. And
she's tough. I've seen her in Smash Bros. She's got golf clubs and all kinds of stuff to fight off. She can take Bowser,
and she actually likes Bowser a lot. So, and it's just a sad stalker story, really. So that's hot take. Mario's a stalker.
All of Mario is hot take. Mario is a giant stalker in all of the Mario games.
She's trying to get away from him. He keeps taking her.
He keeps trying to steal Bowser's girl, and Bowser has to, Bowser's the underdog in all of this.
Peach is really into reptiles. She just really loves that cold-blooded like feel, like a little bit of like.
I actually like that.
A little rough exterior and that shell. Like, I don't know. She's a dirty girl. All right. So that's a great relationship, Mike. Thank you for sharing. Who'd like to go next here?
I'll go next.
Okay.
Because I know Alex is going last, unless you want to, Kevin.
No, I'll go after you if you want to go first, and then we'll let Alex go last.
Cool. I think the first and best relationship I ever saw in video games was Final Fantasy VIII Squall and Rinoa.
Okay. What makes them stand out for you?
I liked how Squall was like that. I think the thing that stuck out for me was Squall throughout the whole game is just like this emotionless, but like has inner monologues, so you can understand what the guy's thinking, and he has like a hard time admitting he likes something, but on the inside you can definitely tell he's like screaming, and I always found that was like relatable. But
I feel dumb because I have not actually played Final Fantasy VIII. You said
I think eight's my favorite game of all time. It's a beautiful game.
Which is it? The guy with the which one is it? Does he get
the gunblade? The guy with the gunblade.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought it was. Okay.
Most practical weapon of all time.
The most amazing weapon of all. It's so impractical, but I love the gunblade. It's the coolest thing ever. People would always want to twirl around Cloud's Buster Sword, but I always wanted to pull out a sick gunblade.
Okay.
But yeah, and it like Rinoa always, or at least consistently throughout the game, was like a huge underdog because everyone kind of like diminished her, but the two of them kind of together broke time. It was really epic. I don't know. They were. I think they've always been like my ideal couple. And once Rinoa like gets captured and like legit this time it's really bad, Squall just completely, I don't know, changes character. Not character, but like he's like, screw it, she's gonna die. Might as well actually live up to this, and kind of like went for it. It's really cool. And then from that point, it spikes and everything is like power couple, and the way the game makes it play is that it's like kind of destined to fail, but they're like going against it. Loved it.
Good to hear. That's a nice little pick there, Zahi. My favorite gaming couple, it might be kind of like I don't know if it's obvious, but something that's a popular pick, but I really love the love tale, and this really speaks to me about Nathan Drake and Elena Fisher, because I think the very first Uncharted game, when you get to meet these people, you kind of assume they're going to be together because it's the guy and girl. They start off in like the first scene, they meet. He's this big hunky adventurer, treasure hunter, and she's a reporter. And it just kind of seems kind of campy, and it's like obviously they're going to be together. And you play through the story, and they kind of are flirt with each other a lot, and she's there with her man, blah blah blah. But the second game, you start to meet some other women in Drake's life, and you kind of feel like, oh, well, maybe this Elena blonde chick was just a nobody, because all of a sudden, you know, these hot brunettes come into his life, and they're relevant.
Yeah, they
in the story.
do.
And it's like, you know, they're pretty hot, and they might be messing with him a little bit, and he has a choice to pick some other treasure hunters, but he still sticks it through with Elena, and getting all the way through to the third game, and him having some tough times in their marriage, and really putting the test of marriage to the end of limits here, when he lies to her and he leaves, and she comes back and gets his back no matter what, and shows that, you know what, I'm a damn good wife, I got your back, you screwed up, and you better not do this ever again. And then he came back saying, you know, I'm so sorry, I love you more than the treasure hunting, I can't stop doing this. And she said, you know what, I don't want you to stop doing this because I want to make you happy. I don't want you to do what makes me happy. We need to do what makes each other happy. And then the end of the game, they grow old together, and they have a child, and it's just great. So I think that warms my heart, and that really was
right in the feels.
I thought was appropriate for Valentine's Day.
And you have the most wholesome one so far.
So that was it.
I'm like,
this is that's just wholesome.
Have you guys Have you guys played through the Uncharted, the first, second, and third? Have you guys done that?
No.
I haven't finished A Thief's End.
Thief's End is so good. You got to get to the end.
I know.
Mike, you said you haven't played it?
I have not.
Dang it! You need to play this game. It's so good. I may have just given away light spoilers, but
it's all good.
It's so good though.
I haven't gotten to, I'm like midway through Thief's End, but it is right now on PS5, so I would like to actually install it.
Oh, it's so good. You guys got to do that. Okay, so that leads us to Alex. Alex, what's your love couple you've got? Would you love to share with us here?
What? Yes, tell us your love couple.
Your love couple.
All right. So you never forget your first love. The first time you fall in love with someone is special. It might, maybe you've lost touch with them from a long time ago in like high school or whatever, or even grade school, or maybe you're still with them. First love is very important. And so my favorite gaming couple isn't the most like fleshed out. It isn't the most like developed or anything. But it is the one that sticks like the closest to me. It's Link and Marin from Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening, Link washes up on some deserted island. You don't really know what's going on for a while, and the person who finds him is this young woman named Marin, and she kind of nurses him back to health. And throughout the game, there's all these really sweet moments. There's this one moment where they're just sitting on a log together and looking out onto the sea, and like Marin like scooches closer to Link, and this is an old Game Boy game, like it's an 8-bit Game Boy game from the early 90s, like it's not cinematic masterpiece.
Well, and remade
anyway,
on the Switch.
but it is remade on the Switch. That's true.
Yeah.
It's such a little moment, and I remember playing that game for the first time, and I think it was the first time where I was a kid back then, like I was only like 6 or 7, and like I fell in love at that moment. I was like, that is a sweet, heartfelt moment, and it stuck with me ever since. Like just Link and Marin, just care for her in that game, and she cares for you, and it makes the ending of the game. It's a game from 1994, so like spoilers, but I mean, played it by now. It makes the ending of that game a bit more tragic when you realize that it was all a dream and like it wasn't a real. It wasn't. Marin isn't real essentially, and she was a figment of Link's imagination, or the Windfish's imagination, I guess, if you want to get super technical about it. But
I did want to get super technical about it. I always wanted to know more about that, but for later.
We'll save that for when we do the Zelda show. So that moment in time where Link and Marin are just sitting on that log, talking about like their plans for the future, and it's a scene that gets more and more tragic the more you replay that game, if you go back to it over and over again, because they will never get that future.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just kind of lives as this like idyllic memory for both of them, and it's a very sweet moment. It's a very heartfelt moment.
Depressing is what I'm getting.
Well, it's not. I don't know if it's depressing. It's more like
not Zelda in his dreams here.
Yeah.
Scumbag.
So that's my favorite gaming couple, and I didn't want to go last because I wanted to announce a giveaway we're doing. So next week on Link Cable Gaming, it's Zelda Week. So we're gearing up for the Zelda 35th anniversary, which is coming up soon. And so we're doing Zelda Week. Every single day we got Zelda something happening. And we're going to do a Zelda live stream, and we're going to do Zelda this and that. And we got a whole Zelda podcast coming up. It's going to be really... Zelda. If you don't like Zelda, you're going to like Zelda by the end of this week.
Or hate us, either or.
or just like, our subscribers hated Zelda. What? Oh, we found this out the hard way.
Hard way.
But I'm going to do a special giveaway, and we're giving away a copy of Link's Awakening on Switch. So I'm gonna announce this on our Facebook and Twitter after the show tonight. You can win a brand new copy of Link's Awakening on Switch as part of Zelda Week, and you can relive the tragic, heartbreaking love story that I just described over and over again. I'm just like whipping at the screen.
I know, I keep backing up. I'm like, whoa, it's coming at me. It's like I'm in VR again.
Yeah. So Link's Awakening, I've got my original copy somewhere on the wall back here, but like this is one of surprisingly heartfelt little game, and we're going to be sharing it with everyone and giving away a copy. So please look forward to that.
Awesome.
That's why I wanted to go last, because it was a perfect segue.
That was
so.
That was very heartfelt. I felt it. Thank you, Alex, for that beautiful moment we had on this Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And now I'd like to thank everybody for being here on Valentine's Day. I couldn't think of any other people to be with on this day of love than Zaki, Alex, our very special guest Mike. This was a great episode. Lots of love to all of you and everything.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Thanks for joining.
Blah blah blah. I was so choked up I can't talk. Everyone, look forward to the interview coming out hopefully this week with Mike, where we get a little bit more personal, deep diving into his life, learning about his YouTube channel, how he got to where he's at, where his future is, and just kind of learning some more about the mind of a true famous YouTuber. And Zahi, Alex, as usual, thank you very much for joining me. I think that's it for episode 33. Any last words?
Like and subscribe, because we are legally obligated. Every YouTuber has to say it. If you don't say it, you get thrown out of canon.
I should get that tattooed like on my arms, because I'm always doing this, and they'll be able to just see like and subscribe here.
Get like on your muscles, just like
I need to start working out more, so I have more space to like put it up here.
Yeah. There you go. Oh, and be sure to like and subscribe to Mike's.
Oh yeah.
Page. Mike, do you want to? Mike, give yourself a plug. Use your chance for the millions of people watching.
Check out Mike's Nerd Cave. I don't know if you guys will put the link in the description or anything, but
no, we won't.
It's down there. Check it out. If not, search it. Search it on YouTube. Check it out. Again, if you like tech reviews, PC builds, any kind of hardware like that, I got the PS5 and Xbox Series X reviews.
Yeah.
Coming out here soon. Really excited for that. Yeah, I'll be doing that right here after the show. And if you're into that and game reviews, come check it out.
Yeah, guys, head over to his channel, leave a review, let him know he should be playing The Last of Us and Last of Us 2, and also like and subscribe all of his videos as well. All right, guys, thank you very much. Appreciate the time. We will see you guys next week for the Zelda Spectacular we have.
Heck yeah.
Sounds good. I'll see you guys later.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye now.